And good morning, fellow ticket holders. We have made it to Disney's Hollywood Studios this morning. It is early magic hours for resort guests. We do have 2 lightning lanes already. We purchased Rise of the Resistance, and we have one for later for the new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So let's go on into the park. We're gonna head down Sunset Boulevard and go try to do coaster and tower. So it looks like we made it down Sunset Boulevard just in time. We got the line for tower to our right, and the one for coaster just went through and underneath the car. So we will head towards coaster first. All right, what a way to start our day on Rock and Roller Coaster. Basically a walk-on. Yep. Got front row that you saw there. Definitely very smooth. I believe it is an Aero because those are the same trains that are used with Loch Ness Monster, but
we'll double check.
But yeah, really enjoyed that ride this morning. Now we're gonna go over to Tower of Terror. So I stand corrected, Vanessa was right. It is a Vekoma, but those trains are very similar to Loch Ness Monster. So I don't know if it's a Vekoma track with Aero trains or something, but either way, being an Aero or a Vekoma, it is running very smooth this morning. All right, we have like 2 minutes before the non-resort guests come in. It currently says an 80-minute wait, but we'll see. I think they just put that up right now for them. Just a creepy puppet waiting with his luggage. So we just got off of the Tower of Terror and it was a good ride.
It was a good ride. We still prefer Guardians now after riding it so many times.
Yeah, really prefer that.
But we love the theming of this hotel and the whole spooky vibe.
Yeah. So wasn't the 80 minutes. It was about 44, like I said, to the pre-show. So not too bad. So at this point, we do have paid Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance. So that will be coming up next. This just in from the kids. Disney World has one of the first old telephones. Good morning, Gertie. How are you doing this morning? You ready to give some guests some ice cream? Yeah, we're gonna go to Batuu. All right, have a good one. This already feels weird to go like this into Batuu, but we will see when we get inside what we think. Wow, nope. I think I prefer walking into Disneyland's better. You do not have all these people in Disneyland. So Rise of the Resistance is currently having difficulties, so we ordered a morning Ronto wrap from Ronto Roasters. So let's go get that and have breakfast number 2 for the day.
Second breakfast.
I know, you just turn, but thank you for making our breakfast this morning. Okay, so this is the Ronto morning wrap. So it is the pita with a egg wrap around sausage and has cheese and some type of sauce, not sure what it is. We also got the Tatooine Sunset, which is iced tea with melon and blueberry flavoring. Hopefully this is better than a real Ronto wrap like we had at Disneyland. So what did you think of the morning Ronto wrap?
It's so much better than the regular Ronto wrap. It's such a great option to have. Everything was super flavorful, and it was like an all beef hot dog. I don't know if it was supposed to be a special hot dog, but it was great. Lots of flavor. The Tatooine Sunset was also very, very good too. It was really good, really refreshing.
Yep, I agree with everything. As of right now, that morning wrap was better than the regular wrap we had at Disneyland. But I think a little bit later we are going to try the vegetarian option that's there, because we've heard that was a really good Ronto wrap compared to the original. But yeah, definitely a thumbs up. The Tatooine Sunset was just as good. I still miss the one that we had out at Disneyland, that punch, that was really good. It looks like Rise of Resistance has reopened, so let's go catch our Lightning Lane before it decides it wants to go down again. Can I buy one of these little ride-ons? That would have been cool if I had these as a kid.
Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a first-order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batuu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pucara.
Alright, so we just finished Rise of the Resistance, and it was just as good as the one at Disneyland, but...
I had no idea that there were different scenes, and we did not get my favorite scene, dancing Kylo Ren, where he uses the Force and moves the vehicle.
Yeah. But we did get the front row, so we did get the optimal experience. We did, like I said, we did buy the extra Lightning Lane for that. That was $15 a person today. With as busy as the park is today, and we love that ride, I think it was worth it, but definitely not all the time. But anyhow, we are going to go now. Our Lightning Lane for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway is available, so let's go check out the new ride and the Chinese theater. All right, while we walk to Mickey and Minnie's, there is a tip that I have realized. I don't know if this is supposed to be this way or not, but let's say we wanted to keep refreshing for a test track one for later, and you see here that's not available. What you can do is hit on view details just to view about it, and you can go back. And on the iPhone, you can click up here where your data is symbol and your battery, and it'll scroll to the top, or you can manually scroll all the way. If you do the refresh, it will keep going right back to where you're at and make that item at the top. This way, it would make it easier to keep refreshing. Don't know if they wrote it in that way, but that's how I found that it's worked. All right, we have made it to the Grauman's Chinese Theater, and as much as we love the great movie ride, we are going to give Mickey and Minnie's Runaway a try. So while Vanessa processes what she thinks of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway, we are going to work our way towards Toy Story Land, because we're going to go pick up their new Pop-Tart that's over there as a snack. But look who's hanging out over here at the Brown Derby. It is Chip and Dale, and they are going to have a picnic lunch. Howdy morning to you, Woody. How are all the toys doing today? So from Woody's lunchbox, we picked up the Banana-Peanut Butter Fudge Tart and the Frozen Mystic Portal Punch. So what did you think about the Banana-Peanut Butter Fudge Tart?
It was really good. It was
sweet.
A little sweet,
Yep.
but flavors were on point. If you're a lover of bananas and peanut butter and everything, you're gonna like.
And the punch is really good as well.
The punch is really good as well.
So we are gonna go to another treat right now over at Fairfax Farmers Market, whatever it's called, over by Tower of Terror. So the real name is Fairfax Fair. So from Fairfax Fair, we picked up the Ooey Gooey Toffee Blondie Brownie, which has some coconut somewhere, but it's a 50th anniversary dish. As you can see, it has the gold. It looks like it has some gold glitter on the brownie. We hear good things about this. We are going to take it with us, and we will try this back in our room because we are about to leave. Hey Vanessa, you are being watched.
By what?
You have a friend over your shoulder. Dun dun dun! So right where we began our day, we are going to end our day here at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, it was good in the morning, but with early entry, we got done what we wanted to get done.
Yep.
It's getting too hot now. We're gonna go back to the hotel to get some rest before Epcot tonight. Change of plans.
Yep, so quick change of plans again. We were thinking about what were we gonna eat at the Wilderness Lodge, because we already ate there the other day, and we're not in the mood for that stuff, so we're actually gonna catch a ride on the gondola and go get our favorite meal over at Primo Piatto, which is the grilled vegetable skewer on the pita. Oh, it was so good last time. So we're gonna take a ride on the gondolas over to Riviera, then we'll come back to the car and go back to the resort because it is not even noon yet, so we will have time still to relax. Here we go!
Off to the Riviera!
So 15 minutes from studios to the Riviera, not too bad. So this is the reason why we came to Primo Piatto. This little wrap or skewer is what we like. So it's called the grilled vegetable skewer. It has harissa marinated vegetables, cucumber coconut yogurt, lemon and tomato vinaigrette somewhere on top of it, a quinoa salad served over a grilled pita. We loved this last time. Hopefully it's just as good as it was before.
Good call on coming to the Riviera because we love that
Vegetable skewer. That is hands down my favorite item, quick service item here at Walt Disney World. That was the second time and just as good. So I guess that'll go back to our first video that Chris had asked is what is my favorite theme park food? Not really at the theme park since it's at the resort, but it's definitely one I recommend. And since it is on the vegetarian item, Chris, we would definitely recommend you come checking it out if you're in the Riviera area.
It's so flavorful. It's delicious. It's a little spicy too, but it goes away really quick.
All right, so we are going to head back onto the Skyliner and work our way back to our resort. So we will catch you at Epcot this time. See you later. All right, we have made it to Epcot? What? Well, as long as we're here, we might as well. Scale the peaks of the Himalayas.
Where's the bird?
No bird. All right, so that was one of the best experiences on Everest. So they've done a good job on that refurbishment.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done front row as well.
Yeah.
It was so smooth.
Really good. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeti is still Disco Yeti though.
Yeah, they did not get to that, but I would think that to get him fixed, they say you got to take the mountain apart, but
So that's never gonna happen.
anyway, yeah, so let's see if we can do this again and see if we can end up at Epcot this time. All right, that worked this time. We have made it to Epcot, the fourth and final Disney park for our trip this time. And it is the Flower and Garden Festival, which is one of our favorite festivals. So we are going to go inside and start trying some of the foods, I think.
Only some of them, not all of them.
But yeah, we are excited to finally be here at Epcot. Howdy there, partners. Are you having a good evening? So as I'm walking through Future World here for us to go find our first booth, I had this feeling like something seemed right, did not seem the same. Then I realized that they have a new music loop in this area, and being as I work through this area lots of times, I know that loop. It's just ingrained in my head, so I don't know if I really like the new loop. It kind of just makes it feel different. But at least the upside down waterfall is still here for now. So our first stop will be here at the Honey Bistro. We decided we would get the lavender honey mustard marinated chicken flatbread, which also has whipped honey ricotta cheese, marinated vegetables, and goat cheese. Definitely looks interested. So what are your final thoughts on the honey mustard chicken flatbread?
That was really good, and you get a really big portion.
Yeah.
It was, I thought the honey mustard was going to be overpowering, but it was just the right amount. I really couldn't taste the goat cheese, which I really enjoyed, but it was overall still very good. Like all the flavors meshed very well together.
Yeah, I really liked this one. I wish it was a little bit warmer. You didn't taste the cheese as much, but yeah, the honey mustard and the chicken were the primary things, and I really liked it, so thumbs up to that.
Yeah.
Our next stop will be here at the Citrus Blossom. From the Citrus Blossom, we picked up the crispy mojo marinated pork belly and the grapefruit tart. So now that we've had the 2 items from the Citrus Blossom, let's talk about the crispy pork belly, mojo pork belly. What did you think?
I loved it. It was a cold salad, or I don't even know if it was supposed to be warm, but
it was cold.
It has avocado crema, so I'm assuming it has to be cold. And all the flavors meshed so the salsa verde, the avocado crema, the pork belly, and they had like a relish. It was so good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That one's definitely a thumbs up. The flavor profile, that is really good. I really wish that the pork belly was a little bit crispy. At least the pieces I got weren't really crispy, but they were still tender, and the fork just went right through it. So another thumbs up item. I'm pretty sure people really like that one. That's why we got it. And then for dessert, we got the grapefruit tart, and I really like that one. I'm a very big grapefruit person. I like eating them. I really couldn't taste the lychee jelly on the bottom, and then the little pod of ginger cream or ginger mousse on top. It was very bland. It didn't really have much of a flavor, and the little cream spots on the top. Oh, the yuzu cream, right? That kind of had some flavor too. So the 2 flavors I missed was the lychee on the bottom and the ginger. But overall, it was definitely very tart, being grapefruit. What did you think?
It was very, very subtle, but I liked it because it wasn't overly sweet. It was everything fit together well. I tried each little flavor profile individually, and I could taste every single little profile. But once you put it together, you really couldn't taste everything, but it was still very,
the
very
grapefruit
good.
definitely was the main flavor. So another good booth
These
here.
These are all new items to us, too.
So that's why we wanted to try them. So I think at this point, we're done with the booths for now.
Yeah, we're stuffed.
We do have a Lightning Lane reservation for Soarin, so we will be heading over to the land. Hi guys, a little Hakuna Matata today. Let's go soaring over the world and do some living with the land. So riding Soarin is always a must, and living at the land is such a classic ride.
It's so soothing, and it's just awesome to see how they do all the plants and the water. It's just an awesome ride.
Yeah, just a classic Epcot ride. All right, so we are going to head back towards the World Showcase now.
Oh my gosh, something smells really good.
And just work our way around there and hang out because we are staying for Harmonious tonight. So from the Magnolia Terrace here in the American Pavilion, we picked up the seafood boil. Yes, that is another crawdad, some mussels, some shrimp, a corn on the cob, and some potatoes. We also picked up the boudin bites, which I'm not too sure what they are, but they should be good. Let's give these a try. All right, so you start with the boudin bites. What do you think of those?
We've only had 3 items in the festival so far, and that was my absolute favorite item.
That would have been the 4th item so far.
That was so good. I don't know, I forgot how long the festival's going on. If you're local, come get those boudin
I think
balls.
till July.
Come get those boudin balls. You get 2 huge boudin balls. It's like
Fried rice, kind of like the Italian ones.
They're sort of like arancinis.
Yeah, those.
Or bondigas, but these are fried on the outside, and they have, I believe, some sausage inside of them. I am not from Louisiana. I don't even know if they're from Louisiana, but it's a southern staple, and they are to die for. At least at Epcot, I've never had them in my life. They're really good, and they're 2 big balls, and they're over a bed of rice. Comfort food. They're really good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I agree, and I really like those boudins. I'm not sure exactly what's in them, but they were seen to be freshly made, which is I'm gonna guess is a requirement for them to be so good, but definitely a thumbs up on those. We also got the Southern Seafood Boil, and as you saw, there's another crawfish, which I went ahead and ate because for some reason, ever since Busch Gardens, I've really enjoyed and been looking forward to having crawfish again, and this one was no exception. It was really tender and juicy and really enjoyed it. The potato, well, you can't really go wrong with potatoes. I didn't eat the mussels because I don't eat those, so Vanessa will have to give an opinion on those. I think the sausage inside was kind of an afterthought or was not that high quality. It was just like what you get at the supermarket, I think, but it was okay. But overall, I still think it's a good value because when we had it at Busch Gardens, it was $10 for those 2 crawdads and 2 potatoes and I believe an ear of corn. And this is an $8 bowl, and that's a lot of seafood for $8. So I definitely recommend this if you are a seafood person. And your thought on the seafood boil?
I am in no means a seafood boil connoisseur, but what I had was really enjoyable. The shrimp was nice and tender. The mussels were soft and delicious. I love mussels. I love clams. They were buttery. The corn was all right. Potatoes were good. But my favorite were the mussels and the shrimp. And like Chad said, a huge portion. It's really huge. So it's really great for the value for what you're getting with the seafood boil.
And before we leave Epcot, we have a little bit extra time as resort guests. So there's one thing we need to do is ride Ratatouille. And that will conclude our second and final day at the Disney parks. It was another long one. So we have a few loose ends that we need to tie up here. So first off, over at Hollywood Studios is our thoughts on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Sure.
The new ride that replaced the Great Movie Ride. Well, what is your thoughts on it?
It was a cute ride, but I still prefer a Great Movie Ride. There's 2 aspects I did not know that was going to happen on the ride. I'm not going to tell you off what it was, and I really enjoyed that. And it is what it is. I still miss Great Movie Ride. We're just old souls. We prefer the old stuff.
Yeah, so I agree. My thoughts on the ride is just like it is for Frozen. I really enjoyed the ride. It's a really good trackless ride, but I don't like the fact that it had to replace the Great Movie Ride. Because my thoughts on Frozen is I really enjoyed the Frozen ride. I don't think it needs to be at Epcot or in replacement of Maelstrom. But it's definitely, they got a good ride with Mickey Minnie's Runaway.
It's great for families.
So it is a really cute ride and really enjoyable, but yeah, shouldn't have replaced the Great Movie Ride. All right, and so finishing up our day, we went to Epcot. Really, again, like we had said, we really enjoyed the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day when we got. It was somewhat hot, but then as the night went on, it cooled down. We enjoyed the food.
We were very surprised with those items.
Yeah, we only had a very few amount of the items, and what we had surprised us. They were really, really good.
And I guess the big item there that we still need to talk about is Harmonious. And I really do not like it. I really felt like that was a waste of my 20 minutes. I really miss Illuminations. And I think the Enchantment over at the Magic Kingdom is better of the 2 new shows. I have no desire or no need to see Harmonious again. Maybe if we were to try to do the pairing with the food, so both Spice Road Table and the Rose and Crown do a dinner package, So to try both, we have never tried either one of those restaurants, so maybe do that so we can try that new and then see it from a seated position maybe. But the story and stuff, it's just a collection of music, of the songs and the projections on the screens. I don't think it belongs in Epcot. I get what they're doing. They at least, the best part is that they do the music in the different languages, so that was really neat.
That was really cool.
Which goes with the World Showcase. But other than that, it's just like Disney's best hits or something.
And we noticed around us,
people
were talking.
Yeah.
They were on their phones.
It wasn't keeping people's attention.
It wasn't people. I heard people like they were ready to leave.
Yep.
I want to give this show another chance. We had trees blocking our way by Japan. I see what they're doing also with the different songs, and it's just too much IP. It did not pull at my heartstrings like Illuminations did. Maybe I'm biased. I worked at Epcot with Illuminations, and that's what I grew up with all the times I went to Disney. I'm not against change. I'm all for change.
But it has to be something good.
But it has to be something good. That's our opinion, clearly. I did love the Coco scene, clearly. And I love that they really emphasize Hunchback of Notre Dame. That movie, I think, is one of the best Disney movies out there, and it does not get enough love, but it was still not enough to win me over. Like I said, I'm willing to give it another chance. Those are some high-tech pyrotechnics. That was crazy. It's still an eyesore. We have mixed reviews, clearly, but on this channel, we want to be transparent. It seems negative, but that is who we are. And those are our true feelings, and that's how we feel about these things.
And then the last item that we need to talk about is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. So because we are DVC/Deluxe Resort guests, we did get extra magic hours at Epcot. And so we decided we would go, I guess, with the masses to do Ratatouille. Now, luckily, it was posted at a 90-minute wait or something like that when we got there. No, 65 minutes. 65. And we only had to wait about 40 minutes, so that was good. So our thoughts on the ride. So for me, I think it's an okay ride. I hate that you have to wear the glasses, which is the same thing that I have a problem with Flight of Passage. When you're wearing prescriptions and you have to put something over top, you lose that whole overall thing. Yeah, so it doesn't help. It does fit into Paris or into France, which is really good due to the fact that the movie is placed in Paris. So I do like that aspect. But I definitely would not pay the extra Lightning Lane for it. I would wait in the standby if it's not long, or if they happen to put it into the regular Genie Plus Lightning Lane to grab it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. You might have to ride it on your own because I am prone to motion sickness, and I almost felt like I was gonna puke on that ride. The glasses did not help with my prescriptions. The screen is super close.
Yep.
I love the concept. I absolutely love Remy.
And I like the practical effects.
Ratatouille. Oh yeah, that was cool. I did not know that was gonna happen. The theming is cute. Ride vehicles really adorable. I love Ratatouille. It's one of my top favorite movies. But the ride did not do it for me. I was about to throw up. So take some Dramamine if you are prone to motion sickness, because that's a lot of moving. It's busy all over the place. But I might not ride that again. It got me really sick.
And so we hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's going to be a long one. I will try my best to keep it to an hour between a full day, but that's what happens when you park hop and you kind of have 2 days in one. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We have a few more to come. So until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.